to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you want to get down, I'm gonna show you the way. There it is, let me hear you say.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to North Shore Ice Arena here in Northbrook, Illinois for the Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks in partnership with JM Media. Tonight, it's the Loyola Academy Ramblers facing off against the New Trier Trevians. I'm Rudy Hodgson alongside Wes Anderson, down at ice level, Dylan Ward, and Jenna Rose from the Chicago Blackhawks. Tonight, a very exciting matchup here in our first Rivalry Series matchup, Wes.
Yeah, we got two sword franchises in Loyola and New Trier, and you talk about the boys teams played 2 weeks ago. Now it's the girls' turn here in the Rivalry Series. Excited for a great matchup tonight, Rudy.
Let's cut straight to the chase. Down at ice level with head coach DJ LeVar, here comes Jenna Rose.
Coach, we can't think of a better matchup to kick off this exhibition and kick off the Rivalry Series here tonight. For those who are tuning in who aren't necessarily familiar with your program, how do you describe the identity of Loyola girls hockey?
The girls program is around 20 years old. It's a great opportunity for the girls who may play for other teams to represent their schools and come together as one. So for us, it's been great. It's been a great experience for all the girls involved, and we at Loyola Academy are really happy to support them.
We were talking about 20 years, a very decorated program, actually stamping your ticket to the United Center last season, but we know this time around we have 9 underclassmen. What do they bring to the table?
We'll say youthfulness and energy, right? I think like anything, they look to the upperclassmen who are really the leaders of the team, and just it's like a purity of just wanting to be here, wanting to support their school and be with their teammates.
We know tonight is only an exhibition game, but we look around, Tommy Hawk's here, the Blackhawks are here, and fans are getting so excited. How will your team feed off the energy of this game to build a good first period?
I think you just said it's the energy in the building, right? It's what it's all about, and it's New Trier Loyola. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It doesn't matter girls or boys. This is the game, so the girls know that, and they're really looking forward to it.
This is the game, and we're glad we're here to watch. Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. Wes, we look at this matchup, as she mentioned, two storied clubs when you look at the history of Illinois high school hockey. What are you expecting from tonight's match? And you look at two teams, very different circumstances. New Trier coming off to a very hot start, 6-1, and then Loyola struggling a little bit, but they're coming off a state championship appearance last season.
Rudy, I think head coach DJ LeVar hit on the head. It's a lot of energy. You got Tommy Hawk in the building. You got the Blackhawks here. It's the Rivalry Series. It's New Trier Loyola. I mean, you can keep, the list goes on and on. So a lot of energy from both teams, especially out the gate, and then expect them to both settle in. I mean, they're two storied franchises with great coaches on both sides on both benches. Excuse me. So a lot of high-stake things to go on here in the first period, but excited to get things going here shortly.
Now, we'd be remiss if a broadcast with the two of us doesn't mention the netminders, two very strong ones at that fact. At the helm for Loyola, it's Annika Solberg getting the start. What do you know about her and what a talent she can be?
Yeah, Rudy, she's sporting a 1.26 goals against average, and anytime you're under that 2 mark, you know you're doing something well. 29 in maroon is going to get the nod tonight for the Ramblers, and she's sporting that Cole Bauer setup that we talked about before the game, and expect her to have a huge game tonight. She's going to be really the catalyst that's going to get these Ramblers going.
The warm-ups have just concluded, so we're going to toss things down to PA announcer Jake Cabrera for all the pregame festivities when we come back. Puck drop between these two storied clubs.
Welcome to Game 1 of the 2023-24 Chicago Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series. Tonight's game features a matchup between the New Trier Trevians and the Loyola Ramblers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Loyola Ramblers. Starting at defense, number 7, Gabriella Donato. Also on defense, number 64, Olivia Maxa. Starting at left wing, number 20, Abby Piotrowski. Starting at right wing, number 24, Abby Huning. At center, number 34, Mary Belsich. And starting in goal, number 29, Annika Solberg. Loyola is coached by Carla Pensamone, Gina Guzzi, and DJ LeVar. And now, please welcome the home team, New Trier Trevians. Starting at defense, number 49, Ava Schuster. Also on defense, number 91, Maddie Romanoff. At left wing, number 52, Lily Vanzello. At right wing, number 21, Leah Fontana. Starting at center, number 16, Maeve McAdams. And starting at goal, number 97, Taylor Hannafan. New Trier is coached by Edward Forsberg and Lexi Cirancione. Will the two team captains please report to center ice for tonight's ceremonial puck drop, featuring the captains of both New Trier and Loyola, accompanied by Sherry Olshansky. For the past 8 years, Sherry has been and has served as the New Trier's VP and team manager. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that everyone please stand if you are able to, and remove all caps for the singing of our national anthem. The singing of... Okay, sorry. Turn me off. Let's go. Help it out, help it out. Help. Thank you, Riley Gardner.
Welcome back, everybody. Seconds away from puck drop and what should be a fabulous evening of hockey here. The Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. Wes, it's going to be one of those games. Loyola underdogs tonight, but they can get it done. You never really know when it comes to high school hockey.
Rudy, expect a huge road performance for the Ramblers down to our right. We see DJ LeVar going through the last preparations with his team, getting them pumped up, and we look down to our left. We see the favorites in the New Trier Trevians pumping up their goalie, ready to get things started here tonight.
Rudy, you talk about Loyola being underdogs, but hey, when a rivalry matchup like this takes place, it's really anyone's game, and you got to think that all of the pregame festivities put on by the Chicago Blackhawks has these ladies fired up for this one.
That was the voice of Dylan Ward, who joins us down at ice level. We look at New Trier. They're currently riding a 5-game win streak, including a 4-3 win in Bensonville last weekend against Fenwick.
Rudy, they also beat Loyola 3-0 in that 5-game win streak that you talk about, so expect some revenge on the minds for the Ramblers as we get started here.
The Trevians, the Ramblers. Live from Northbrook Ice Arena, and we're underway. A little bit of a delay in puck drop, but we get things started nonetheless. Loyola wins the opening draw, and they quickly take it down to the far corner. A lot of bodies with the puck as number 24, Abby Huning, centering feed, quickly intercepted by the Trevian defense. That time by Leah Fontana, who dishes it back to Maddie Romanoff. Once again, a very present forecheck for the Ramblers, hoping to stifle the Trevians as they try to break out. And this top unit for Loyola gets the first shot on goal. And checking into the game is senior netminder Taylor Hannafin.
Rudy, we talked about how Loyola is a little bit of the underdogs here, but you wouldn't know that in the first 30 seconds. A relentless forecheck by the Ramblers to start the game, resulting in the first shot on goal.
Guys, just as we get underway here, the linesman about to drop the puck. That is Asher Ali, plays in the SHL. He's a freshman goalie for the Stevenson Patriots, gets the job here for the Rivalry Series.
Very interesting. You never really know the intricacies of hockey here in Illinois. A great nugget from Ward, and here come the Trevians. 3-on-1 coming the other way. It's Ewing. Centering chance intended for Addison Stewart. Just goes above her stick, but another chance for the Trevians in front. But it was Ewing not able to corral. Has it in the far corner. Nice little pass behind the net. Once again, it's Ewing looking for the wraparound, but Loyola was there. Now blasted out to the neutral zone. The Ramblers hoping to get it deep. Couple changes being made by the Ramblers after a long shift. Playing it off to the corner is Annika Solberg. Another chance here for the Trevians, hoping to come out with speed. Another chance and a great glove save, that time by Solberg.
Rudy, we see 49 and white, Ava Schuster, just a ton of speed down that left side, forcing Solberg to make a great glove save. Her first touch of the puck here tonight, able to corral that with the catcher, and we're going to get a face-off to her right. But both teams early trying to enforce their will on the forecheck. We saw Loyola off the bat, and then New Trier here getting their chance in the offensive zone.
Offensive face-off won, that time by the Trevians. A shot from the point, takes a deflection, and that one gets steered wide by Solberg. Loyola hoping to get it out. They do. Now played in the neutral zone. A little bit of a stick battle. It's Mulatto that comes away with it. But it's quickly met in the corner by the defensive presence of Kiara Barr. But Mulatto strips it away. Mulatto still with possession in the near corner, surveying, hoping to find an option. Has to opt for Devine. More puck play here in the corner, but the Trevians win the battle. Another rush for Schuster, who was hoping to find Kenman, and she does, only momentarily. But carrying it out is Grace Albrighton. Plays it deep so the Trevians can get a change. And they might catch a break here as Barr catches up to the puck. Centering feed. Could it be controlled? But it is maintained at the point. Only momentarily as the Ramblers were trying to get it out, but a couple pair of beautiful moves. But there was Kate Kelly Another chance for the Trebians there in the slot. After a bit of a skirmish, it's the Trebians that come away with it in the point. Getting it deep into Rambler territory was Lucchese. Kelly now collects behind the net. Trying to play it off in the backhand, has to spin around and find an option. Big hit there in the far corner. And the Ramblers carry it out, looking for the breakout pass. A couple changes being made on the bench, neutral zone play. Turnover, now with the puck, but it's called off sides. Was Schmieding, but she had a chance with bodies.
Yeah, Rudy, something that we noticed for both sides right away. Both teams doing a great job of breaking out the puck, especially in a game like this. A little bit of nervous energy. Those pucks might not simply go tape to tape like you'd expect in a normal game. So both teams doing a great job of being able to exit their zone here early on.
Another chance for the Trevians. Centering feed, they have chance, and that one goes in, and they score! Lily Vanzelo opens the scoring in the rivalry series. And the Trevians set the table. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Rudy, she just finds some soft space in that slot, and it looked like Annika Solberg got a piece of that with the glove hand, but just too much energy pushes that puck to go across the line, and the Trevians have a lead early within 4 minutes to start this game.
Trevians getting us started early, 9:33 left in the first period. A reminder, 13-minute periods in this exhibition match. Carrying it out is McAdams. Goes off a couple of bodies. Now controlling is Schuster. Schuster with a long pass back to McAdams. One-on-one. Has Vanzelo trailing. Couldn't control it. Good defensive presence that time by Annie Benson. Vanzelo now behind the net. Trying to beat two Ramblers behind the goal line. Wins that puck battle. Centering chance gets intercepted, but an errant stick finds Scholl at the point, who laces one, but that one's get blocked by Donato. Donato wearing an A on her chest, one of the leaders on this team, playing a physical game as the Ramblers dump it down to get a change. Schuster passing to the neutral zone, finds McAdams, and McAdams with a nice toe drag. Everybody stays on sides. Another beautiful move, but that time intercepted. But it's Nutrier once again with a chance, and up to the task is Solberg.
Yeah, Rudy, it looks like Nutrier smells a little bit of blood in the water. They get that opening goal. They have all types of offensive momentum here early. Solberg with a great save to slow that down, kind of regroup for the Rambler side.
Across all competitions, they've outscored their opponents 21-9 this season. The Trevians make it 22-9 so far after they score the opener.
Yeah, Rudy, an impressive clip of scoring just at a mark of 3 goals a game. Expect them to be right back on track with that early goal here tonight.
With speed entering the zone is Kerrigan, wins the battle. A little bit of a mix-up, but it's the Ramblers hoping to keep the puck in the Trevian zone, but they can't. They'll have to spin around and regather. Loyola picks up where they left off in the neutral zone. Trying to backhand it is Maxud. Another turnover, and with speed is Ewing on a partial breakaway. Shoots one, and that one blockered away by Solberg. Loyola picks up in the far corner. With the puck to her feet was Bowman, but another chance for Nutrier the other way. Lucchese from the point, shoots one through bodies, blocked away by a Rambler defenseman. And Loyola able to clear. Kerrigan, a little bit of a mix-up. The puck was on her skates. Lucchese dumps it deep. That one is met by Albrighton. Centering chance. The net is dislodged. Will the ref stop play? And they will.
Rudy, a few great saves by Solberg there. We see on that last chance, a great blocker save to keep her team in it. Sometimes when you let in that early goal in the game, you can get a little bit uneasy, but we see a lot of confidence coming out of 29 in maroon and the net for the Ramblers.
One of the key pieces of this Rambler team. So far, despite the opening tally, a strong performance as we quickly approach the halfway mark of the opening period. A little miscommunication in front of the net, and it's the Ramblers with possession. Benson cuts to the deep slot. Now at the far point, was trying to get one in front of the net, but it was intercepted by the stick of Schuster. Played at the point. Ramblers hoping to keep it in. Getting the last touch was Benson as Lillibridge plays it deep. These two teams with plenty of history played each other in the semifinal of the state championship last year. So these two teams very familiar with one another. Call it the rivalry series for a reason, Wes.
Yeah, definitely on the minds of the Trevians that lost in the semifinals last year.
It's Scholl carrying it behind the net, hoping to find some open space, dishes it off to Pagliaro. Now Scholl picks up right by the center line dash. Loyola picks up and try to get the breakout going, but a pinching defenseman comes up and intercepts that play before there was any traction for the Ramblers. And now it's Loyola with numbers. It's the captain, Dexon, and that time it was steered wide. Couldn't get enough on it, but a good chance, a great opportunity for Maxid. Now it's the Trevians the other way, carrying with speed. Cutting to the backhand is Schuster. Spins around, couldn't control the puck. Loyola comes the other way. It's Piagorski. Way to control. Had some space, but the puck was just beyond her reach. Steered to the corner by Hannafin. Schuster now dumps it out. And it's the Trevians desperately needing a change. They'll clear, that'll be icing.
Rudy, great move by 20 in maroon. Abby Piotagorski a little inside-outside and just ran out of real estate as that puck was creeping towards the Trevians net. She's someone that this Ramblers team is really going to lean on as this game goes forward to provide some offense.
5:27 left in the opening period. 1-0 is the score. Face-off in the Trevian zone. It's Loyola that gets the better of it. Kerrigan tees one up, but it gets blocked in front of the net. Doesn't seem like she got all of it that time. It's Bowman. Got a spin on it, was hoping to create another offensive opportunity. It's the Trevians that clear, but coming in with a lot of speed is McAdams, who wins the foot race. Wins possession, looks for the centering feed, but that time stifled by Donato. Another chance! Short side attempt goes off the side of the net, and the Ramblers clear. Del Duquito passes to Vancelo. Breakout attempt stymied momentarily as Vancelo carries past center ice and dumps it down. Little dump and chase action here for the Trevians as they try to maintain the lead. 4.5 minutes left in the first. Playing it is Fontana, who was hoping to apply some pressure on the forecheck. Gets played off to the point. Shot attempt that time played off to the corner by Solberg. Ramblers desperately needed to get it out. Trevians maintaining a lot of zone control. It's McAdams. Now it's Ewing to the point. Lucchese looking for the backdoor play. Pass intended for Stewart. Gets a shot off, but that one just goes wide. Picked up by Ewing. Backhands it to the corner. It's picked up and intercepted that time by Lillibridge. Tries to backhand it out. Burkhardt was there. Trevian's able to get a change, but Loyola intercepts and gets the breakout going only momentarily. Stewart intercepts the pass intended for Devine, and now it's the Trevians the other way. Another shot that time gets blocked. Trevians pick up in the slot, but Loyola able to get it out.
Rudy Loyola doing a great job of getting in shooting lanes there. We've said a few times, pucks going wide. Loyola creating a lot of chaos in front of that net, helping out their goaltender a lot here in the last 2 minutes.
Stewart, backhanded play. That time the shot is denied by Solberg. And Annika Solberg keeping her team in it early.
Guys, some great game flow here. I think we just went 2 or 3 minutes without a whistle, just not a lot of whistles in general. Also, right before this game, while we were waiting for it to start, New Trier White's boys team was playing, and if you look down in the corner near the New Trier end of the ice, a couple of them have stuck around to witness this rivalry series.
Well, the blood runs deep in this program. They certainly like to support one another, and tonight no different. A very special occasion. Rivalry series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. Heavy collision that time. Now carrying it out is Donato. Pass finds Huning. But Lou Casey will control and hope to break out for the Trevians. Nice passing play, but it's intercepted by Donato. And now coming the other way is Benson on her backhand. Shot that time denied, steered away by Hannafin. Puck comes out of the O zone for the Ramblers, but they're able to pick things up where they left off in the neutral zone. Donato, long stretch pass to the other side of the ice, finds Benson, and now it's Burkerts. Burkert spins, still has possession, centering feed, that time denied. The rebound, another great save by Hannafin. Puck is still loose. Kelly from the point comes in, another great save by Hannafin. Taylor Hannafin standing on her head and keeping the lead where it belongs with the Trevians. But Loyola not done yet. Another centering feed, but that chance goes wide. And it's carried out, and it just goes over the blue line and out of the zone. Trevians desperately needing that chance. Loyola not letting up. It's Kelly walking into the zone with a little bit of speed, spins around, looks for options, plays it deep. But numbers for New Trier as they try to get it out of the zone. Another chance for Loyola. Centering feed, that time open momentarily was Burkerts. Now another shot from the point from Maxa, denied. Kelly laces one, goes wide, but the rebound nearly into the reach of Kerrigan. Now New Trier dumps it down, that'll be icing. But the defensive play, much to the liking of the Trevian bench as they avert crisis momentarily.
Rudy, take a breath. What game action we've had in the last 2 minutes. Let's start in the goal with Taylor Hannafin. A series of great saves. We saw a few rebounds that she's able to recover well with, use that left pad to keep the puck from going across the line. Then right after, her defense starts helping them out. We talked about Loyola getting in shooting lanes. Trevians getting all types of shooting lanes. The puck finally finds its way out, and there's a face-off here to the left of Hannafin.
Trevians clear. Hannafin among the league best in save percentage this season, sporting a .938. When she is on her game, she is nearly unstoppable as we approach the final minute of the first period here in Northbrook, Illinois. Officially at the final minute of the first, Loyola hoping to clear. Breakout pass that time, collected by Huning. Huning has to follow her own pass, but gets hit by her own defenseman, Maxud. A little bit of miscommunication as Huning was looking for the change. Has to play momentarily, so there isn't too many players on the ice. It's Burkerts. Gets the pass that time from the captain, Belsic. Trevians dump it deep. 25 seconds left and ticking here in the opening stanza. Heavy forecheck that time from Fontana as the pass finds Kelly, but again the forecheck playing a bit of a factor as the puck is intercepted. Nice chance, but the shot goes wide. Another Rambler in a shooting zone, but another chance as we approach the 5-second mark. 2 seconds becomes 1, and that'll do it. The first period of play. After 13 minutes, it's New Trier with the lead 1-0.
Rudy, great game flow the last 2-3 minutes of that game. Great response from Loyola after giving up that first goal, something that we would expect from a rivalry series like this. And both teams are going to take a little breather. Coaches are going to go over a little bit of game notes, make some adjustments, and we're going to get back at it here shortly.
The highlight of the first was Taylor Hannafin there near the end, making tremendous saves to keep her team in it. What do you make of her performance so far, Wes?
I think we've got a little bit of a goalie battle. We've highlighted the stats for both goalies, and in either net, both goalies have made some great saves, some great glove saves by Annika Solberg, and some great pad saves by Taylor Hannafin, so something that I'd expect to see going forward.
All things go for the Trevians as we toss things down to Jenna Rose, who is joined by one of the Trevian players. Take it away, Jenna.
All right, everybody, we are standing by here with senior Harmony Drake. You actually joined us at the United Center for Shoot the Puck. It almost feels like it was yesterday, and Harmony here actually made it in the West End, and we kind of joked how that could be indicative of tonight's game, and it seems that came true here in the first period. What are you liking from your team so far?
I feel like the movement of the puck has just gotten better and better as the game has gone on, and clearly we've done a really good job of supporting our goalie. That one play where she had the player stick was just crazy. So the energy's been really good, and I think if we can keep that up, we can keep the lead in this game.
Vansalo, only a sophomore, was able to score that goal. She is part of 12 underclassmen on this team as a senior. How do you ride this energy and kind of bring in the young ones to make sure they can build on this and not get overly excited?
Every time we score, we go through the line, everyone's screaming, there's big energy, so I think just continuing to cheer everyone on the team on and just uplifting each other, and I think that keeps the energy really great.
Thank you, Harmony.
Thank you, Jenna, and thank you, Harmony. The second period ready to go as the action never stops here on the Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks. Very quickly as play continues, it's Loyola, but the Trevian defense is there. Carrying the puck right now is number 47, Annie Benson. Nearly gets it stripped away that time. A little bit of a collision behind the net. Lucier with a wraparound, that time denied. But now, with danger in her eyes, is Maeve McAdam. Passes it off to Schuster at the point. Goes off of a stick to rebound. That time, great save by Solberg.
Rudy, you and I were both goalies in our playing days, and I've got to say both goalies are locked in tonight. We saw just before that previous chance, Annika Solberg going post to post, denying that wraparound chance, and then being able to adjust to that tip in front with a great reactionary save to keep the puck out of the net.
Not only is she ready to go, but the Chicago Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series continues all winter long, featuring some of the fiercest matchups in Illinois high school hockey. Don't miss out on the action. To see game dates, times, and details, head over to blackhawks.com/amateur. As play continues here in Northbrook, Illinois. Crazy action. We expect nothing different as the middle period continues. It's Kelly who was looking for another one of the Ramblers, but it's intercepted by McAdams. Nice move. Goes through a couple of skates and almost caught up that time by Vansalo. It's Schuster who carries a shot from the point. That one nabbed by the big trapper of Solberg.
Rudy, Maeve McAdams must have been watching the Blackhawks earlier, doing her best Connor Bedard impressions with some nifty stick handling moves to get free. Just doesn't have enough wood on the stick to get that puck towards the net, but this Trevian's offense is really starting to click here early on in the second period.
Another chance, that time denied by Solberg. The rebound squeezed. And Solberg with a little extra gives a little chop, but she makes the save.
Some as you'd expect in a rivalry series like this, two teams are very familiar with each other, both geographically and just in terms of hockey history. So you see the chop from Solberg. Expect a little bit more chippiness as this game progresses.
Stewart will take the face-off, but winning it that time was Stewart. Another save by Solberg. Quick shot.
Guys, shots on goal at one point were 5-1. New Trier. Loyola cut that deficit to 6-5 after the first period. But as we see here in the first couple of minutes here of the second period, New Trier leading shots on goal 5-0 already.
Loyola able to carry it out after a lot of pressure, and here they come the other way with a little bit of speed. Kerrigan, a little extra happening, a couple of punches being blown, but for a couple of teams that don't seem to like each other very much, are you expecting anything different?
Not at all, Rudy. Is a little bit of a pushback here from Loyola, something that we expect in a rivalry game like tonight.
Donato tries to chip it deep, gets enough on it to get it into the Trevian zone, but momentarily with possession was New Trier before Loyola picked up where they left off. Now, again, it's Kerrigan entering the zone with a little bit of speed on her forehand, looking for the centering feed. Pass intended for Burkerts, just beyond everyone's reach. A lot of speed here by number 78, Addison Stewart, who's trying to apply a little bit of pressure on the Loyola defenseman. Loyola gets it deep. Will it be enough for icing? They say it will be, and we'll come back the other way.
You mentioned that speed. We've seen it before. New Trier using that far end of the ice, some speed down that far lane and cutting across, trying to create some havoc as that puck moves towards the center of the ice. And I think Loyola's starting to take that page out of the playbook of the Trevians of using that far end of the ice, use some speed, and create some chaos in front of the net. So something to keep in mind as we go forward here in this game.
10:41 here in the middle period. The score remains 1-0. Brighton wins the draw. The Trevians had it in their midst for just a second, but it goes between the wickets of Scholl, who has to play it out to the neutral zone. Lillibridge has to check up, and she had a teammate offside. That time it was Devine. Mulatto hoping to get a stick on it, reaches out, takes a tumble. Puck is still loose, going off a couple of bodies, but Barr has it, tries to backhand it to Canman, who's able to collect. And now the pass finds Brighton, who gets a shot off, but it goes out of play.
Loyola doing their best right there to help out their goaltender just a little bit. Stick in shooting lanes is something that head coach TJ LeVar is happy to see after a few tense chances in that Loyola defensive end. Solberg's been standing tall here in the second period.
Getting the full Blackhawks treatment. You can hear the Blackhawks organ recording playing over the stadium. We go all in here for these broadcasts.
It's almost like we're at the United Center, Rudy.
As we continue play, Trevian's in the neutral zone. Backhanded won't be deep enough for icing. Actually isn't even deep enough as Loyola collects. Schmieding got a stick on it as the Trevians are hoping to apply a little bit of a forecheck of their own. And that time it's Estrada who gets it deep. Loyola collects. And Scholl will pick up the puck in the neutral zone, spin around, take a look, and the long pass doesn't find anybody, won't be deep enough for an icing. Reached the goal line, could have been icing, but the referee says let's keep on going. Scholl spins, dumps it deep, and again, the Ramblers will have to break out of their own zone as the Trevians right now playing protect the lead.
Yeah, clogging up the middle of the neutral zone, making it hard for Loyola to generate anything into the offensive zone.
Trevians had numbers momentarily, a little bit of a hit from behind. Won't be called as the Trevians get away with one. Could have been our first penalty of the game. Another chance for the Trevians. Chance in the slot. That one goes above the crossbar. A little bit of a battle behind the net. Spinning and shooting. Almost a shot going to the far side that time by McAdams. Vancelo shoots it without looking, but it goes wide. Was hoping somebody was in front. McAdams collects. Nice little toe drag behind the net. Makes a move. Looks for the wraparound. And it's still loose behind the net as the chance was denied by Solberg. Vancelo, nice stick handling. Spins around at the wing. Tries to pass it deep. Finds McAdams and the stick handling, servicing. Michigan attempt, and it just couldn't be collected. The confidence by McAdams on full display. Romanoff at the point. Gets it deep. And the Trevian offense applying plenty of pressure here as we quickly approach the halfway mark of the match. McAdams at the wing. Spins around, hopes to keep it in the Rambler zone. Did momentarily, but Romanoff collects just outside, and the Trevians will hope to get things going again. Maxa in the near corner, the captain of the Rambler squad spins, gets it deep. Will it go the distance? It will, and it'll be squeezed by the netminder Hannafin.
Rudy, Loyola lucky to finally get that puck out of their zone. They were hemmed in that defensive zone for a couple minutes, something that's is a product of the long change here. You see Loyola all the way down to our right, their defensive zone to the left, and lucky to get that out. Maybe McAdams was cooking there. A few nifty moves, almost saw Michigan as you mentioned. And we're going to get the offensive zone face-off for the Ramblers here down to our right.
It's Burkerts in the far corner. Was able to find Bowman as the puck comes out to the slot. That time denied by Hannafin. It's still loose, and they score! Kelly equalizes, and just like that, it's 1-1.
Rudy, good things happen when you put the puck on net. Seemed like a seamless or hapless play as that puck made its way to the slot, but second chance opportunity by Kelly, 88 Maroon, and the Ramblers are on the board. We've got a tie hockey game.
Wes, you talked about how New Trier was in the attacking zone for a good minute or two there, and all Loyola did was ice the puck down. It wasn't an icing. It went right on net. The goaltender put a glove on it, and the offensive zone faceoff is what led to that goal.
Kelly, the freshman, one of 5 freshmen for the Ramblers, cashes in, has another chance, that time denied. Did it squeak in? And it did! Just as quickly as they gave it up, they get it right back, and the Trevians take a 2-1 lead.
I feel like I'm going to regurgitate what I'm saying there, but again, good things happen when you put the puck on net. Solberg was recovering to that left post. It seemed like the puck hit a Rambler defenseman in front of the net was able to squeak through 5-hole, and what a response by the Trevians less than 30 seconds later.
Guys, I'm right here behind the Loyola net, and some of the Loyola players were arguing that the net had come off of its moorings, and it did just about a second before the puck trickled over the line. But the linesman explanation, not one they were happy about. The goal's going to count.
It was Addison Stewart, the junior. She led the team in goals last season, was tied for the team lead, but another chance, and checking into the game is Juliet Drake, as there will be a tripping penalty coming up. And the Trevians, right after getting the lead, they'll have the advantage on the power play.
Such a big rivalry game, guys. It's almost a surprise that we haven't seen a penalty until over halfway through this hockey game, or just about that. Like you said, we'll get our first look at the man advantage special teams.
Ahead of the power play, we want to remind everybody the Chicago Blackhawks and Fifth Third Arena have arranged a special visit by Santa Claus himself on December 17th before he begins his big journey around the world. To see more details, register for Fifth Third Arena's annual Santa Skate at fifththirdarena.com. Have to sneak in that holiday joy ahead of the power play, as nothing quite joyous about this rivalry, as the Trevians will have their first power play. A good look at the special teams for both sides, as it might be Loyola with the most dangerous chance so far. Another forecheck. It's Kelly, the goal scorer, dumps it deep, and they kill a little bit more of the clock. The Trevians will pick up and hope to set things up, but again, it's the forecheck of Bowman, who had it momentarily, and now the Trevians have numbers. It's Vansilo. Nice defensive play that time by Donato. She gets it out. Now it's Piatigorsky carrying it in the neutral zone. Nice move by Kelly. Cuts to the backhand, dumps it deep. That time steered away by Drake, one of the other freshmen on this Trevian team. Burkert shoots one. I don't think that Drake saw it all the way. Another centering chance. Burkert's carries, plays it off to the point. It's Kelly who shoots one, but it goes off of the skate of Piatigorsky, and the Trevians will get it out. McAdams now carries, has a little speed, cutting to the slot, but it's met by Burkert's. A little bit of a stick battle. Spinning with possession is McAdams. Schuster couldn't control it at the point. Has to come back near the center ice circle. Dishes it off. Beautiful move. The stick handling on full display. Will she try it again? The Michigan attempt, and that time couldn't control. That's twice she tries it. Must have worked at some point in practice. She loves the move. Now another look. That time short side attempt goes off the side of the net. The shot from Albrighton won't be a shot on goal, as the power play has expired. And Loyola with arguably the best chances in those last 2 minutes.
Great forecheck and great aggressiveness by that penalty kill for the Ramblers there, Rudy.
Kerrigan carries, passes it to Donato, plays it deep to Benson, who picks up behind the net, still loose, as the Ramblers look for the equalizer once again. And now coming the other way is Barr. Little backhanded move, gets it deep in the near corner, plays it off the boards to herself. Quickly met by two Ramblers, but one checked up. So Albrighton coming in to support, passes it to Romanoff here in the near point. Backhanded, intercepted by Kerrigan, who carries it up the length of the ice herself. Needing a change. She's been out there for quite a while, but she spins around, still has possession, turns around, gives a little bit of a shove to the face. Referee says play on. Deflected pass finds Maxett at the point. The Ramblers hoping to keep it in. Couldn't exactly do it. And now it's Luke Casey carrying it and backhands it out of her own zone. Lillibridge picks up, enters the Trevian zone, shoots it on goal. That time denied by Drake. Picked up by Albrighton. And that time passed to Schmieding. Estrada trying to chip it in to the Rambler zone. Couldn't be controlled as Lillibridge got the better of the Trevians, and that time gets the better of the defenseman as she gets a shot. That time goes wide. Mulatto plays it deep. Finds Lillibridge, centering feed. It's still loose in the crease. In front of the crease. But the Trevians gather the puck and carry it out. It's Pagliaro now. Cuts to the forehand, spins around, looking for an option, takes a big hit. That time by Maxson. Physicality on full display tonight.
Something that you expect with a rivalry game like this. Energy's high, that emotion's high, a lot of physicality here tonight, Rudy.
Ewing picks up in the point. Centering chance that time. Schuster tries to go short side. But it goes off the side of the net. The net is dislodged, so we'll pick up here in the Rambler zone.
Rudy Solberg just hugging that near side post, just trying to lock down everything on that near side, and in doing so throws the net off. And something that I think that the Ramblers were upset on that second goal that might have happened as we saw those Ramblers players talking to the ref following that New Trier second goal.
2:19 left in the middle period. Piatigorsky wins the draw. Stewart was able to keep it in the zone momentarily, but will get a stoppage. Kerrigan picks up the puck and gives it to the official. Schuster hoping to win the draw. That time Piatigorsky gets the better of her. Loyola was hoping to get the puck out, but it's Kerrigan who couldn't get enough wood on the stick, or on the puck. That time gets a chip. Was hoping to get it out, as Belsic was able to play it behind the net, and it was picked up by Kelly. And now, with possession, is Huning, who gets it out. Scholl now has a little bit of pressure coming her way, has to spin around and get it out into the neutral zone, and she does. Now Belsic once again with possession, carries it into the Trevian zone, was trying to chip it on goal, but the defense was there. Kerrigan takes a spill. Fans want a call. Referees won't give it, as the Ramblers get it deep into the Trevian zone. Now deep in Trevian territory. Shot from behind the net collected by the big trapper of Drake.
Rudy, it's almost like the refs are reluctant to blow the whistle or call a penalty in a game like this. We see Kerrigan with a lot of speed coming through the neutral zone. Looked like she might have got a trip. We saw the Rambler fans a little adamant that there should be a penalty called there, but we're going to play on. We're going to get a face-off to the right of Juliet Drake and see if the Ramblers can generate a little offense off this offensive zone face-off.
Quickly approaching the final minute of play here in the middle period. It's the Trevians coming the other way with speed and a beautiful move. The stick handling on full display. McAdams with a chance, was hoping to get a shot off, but it goes wide. The net is dislodged. Will the official stop play? Appears that the official can't see it yet, so we'll continue, but quickly fixing the net was the netminder Solberg. Collecting in the far corner, backhanding it to the point is Vancelo. A shot gets through, but it gets denied, I should say. That time by Julia Kerrigan. Now carrying it for the Ramblers was Annie Benson. Big hit there at the far corner. Kerrigan, a little shove. Another collision as they swing and throw a couple of arms. 20 seconds left in the period. It's McAdams once again with speed. Stick handling on full display. Will she do it again? A nice move. Cuts to the forehand. Looks to go short side. And she scores! A beauty! And the Trevian lead is doubled with 8.9 seconds in the second. It's 3-1.
Rudy, what a play by 16 in white, Maeve McAdams. She had some support from Lily Vanzelo. Jetting down that right side of the ice, almost looked off the goalie and then picked her spot on that short side corner above the blocker, and gives the Trevians a 2-goal lead.
Maeve McAdams, one of the bright spots tonight. 2 Michigan attempts, and this time the short side snipe doubles the lead. 5 seconds left in the period. Surely that'll do it, as Maxud will squeeze in the near corner. And that will conclude the second period of action here at North Shore Ice Arena West. What action.
some great action there. Rudy Loyola finally got on the board, but New Trier with 2 great responses as they have a 3-1 lead heading into the third period, and the Ramblers have their work cut out for them. That had a little bit of success of forcing that puck towards the middle of the ice, creating some chaos in the middle of the slot. So see if they come back to that here in the third.
After the first period, it was New Trier with a 1-0 lead, and now it's 3-1. This is one of those New Trier teams that can surely go the distance, one of the strongest teams, as we now will focus on the Ramblers. Down at ice level, Jenna Rose with the captain of the Ramblers.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us here as we're gearing up for the second intermission. But we have to say you were able to put a goal onto the board here, but as we know, the Trevians, they're tough competition. How do you take back the momentum of this game?
I think we need to keep getting shots on net, and we need to keep our energy up because right now it's hard to come back from a goal, but I think we can do it. So.
And as captain, what is your message to inspire your teammates to get the ball rolling?
Kind of just like keep your energy up and do it for each other and like do it for the seniors because it's our last year and like once it's gone, it goes by fast,
Well, we're definitely excited for the third. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. You just heard from senior defenseman Gabriella Donato, one of the leaders of this team. Had a goal and an assist last season in 17 games played. Might not get it done all the time on the score sheet, but as a defenseman, very, very reliable option.
Oh, 100% Rudy, and an emotional leader, as you heard, of this team. She's the one that really gets them going from the back end of the team. So we're going to head this over to Jenna Rose now.
Welcome back, everybody. Before the third period starts, let's throw things down to ice level as Dylan Ward is joined by one of the coaches of the Trevians. Take it away, Dylan.
Thanks, Rudy. I'm here with Lexi Suincioni. Well, they say that the most important shift in hockey is the one after a goal. You guys only needed 12 seconds to respond. What was the energy like on the bench after that?
For sure. We have been really high energy. There's always a lot of adrenaline anytime we're playing Loyola, but of course the rivalry series always brings a lot more energy out with all the big production value behind everything. So we've had some really good energy. We're fighting hard. They're fighting hard, so it's been a really great game.
Now, what would you say is the biggest difference with all the production value of the rivalry series to a different game against Loyola?
Definitely. There's just a lot more lead up going into it. Anytime we're playing our big rivals, it's been a long-standing rivalry. When I was back in net playing in my day, it was always a big game, and now we've been doing this these past couple of years with the rivalry series. It just adds that much more to the experience.
All right, you guys got a big goal at the end of the period. You lead by 2. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Dylan. The Trevians head into the final 13 minutes up by 2, but the camaraderie being shown on both sides. They're very, very excited to be getting some action going.
Yeah, Rudy, the buzzword is energy. I feel like both coaches have really harped on that. You got the Blackhawks here, you got the broadcast. Everybody's excited. Expect Loyola to bring some of that energy here early, try and pot one early, feed off that energy again, get a second one here in the third, tie things up. And on the Trevians end, you just more of the same, right? Just get pucks deep, pucks on net, and keep things simple, and they'll get a win. So excited to see what the third period has in store for us.
The Trevians have scored an impressive 9 goals in the third period this season. Their most offensive production comes in the final 13. Let's see if that's the case, as right now they are in lead protection mode as we are underway in the final period. Now in the Loyola zone, couple of bodies hoping to collect. Nobody has won it yet, but Ewing will seem to get the last touch. She backhands it to the point, dishes it off. A shot from Stewart seems to have gone off a Loyola stick and wide as Ewing was looking for the centering feed, but the pass finds Lucchese at the point. Now at the wing, centering chance that time was denied as Solberg checks in for the first time in the third period. Another great performance by her, keeping this Rambler team in the game as the Ramblers get it in deep.
Yeah, a few key saves early too, Rudy, and she's just keeping where she's left off in the first and the second here early in the third.
Piotagorski hoping to get the better of 2 Trevians as the forecheck again hoping to pay some dividends. But the Trevians survive and get it out. Now it's Kelly circling in the neutral zone, hoping to generate some speed on the breakout. Puck finds Kelly once again. Now it's Piotagorski with a chance in the slot. That time doesn't seem to have made it on goal, but the intention was there for the Ramblers. As the puck now finds McAdams, she has a little speed, known for her stick handling. Takes a spin, a little bit of a hook there, but the referees again say keep on going. The assistant captain showing off the mitts in the neutral zone. Still has it on the backhand. Finally, the Ramblers get the better of the forward, but the puck finds her again. A bit of a magnet, another nice move. She was hoping to collect to the backhand, but it gets taken away by Kelly. 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry. And that'll be called offside on the Ramblers.
Rudy, it's safe to say 16 in white. Maeve McAdams has been watching some Patrick Kane highlights. Just a bunch of stick handles through the neutral zone, a couple toe drags, a couple backhand toe drags as well to try and create some space. So very impressed with the assistant captain from the Trevian side.
11:07 left in regulation. Thank you all for joining us here on the Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks on J&M Media. Another fabulous evening of hockey as the rebound squirts loose in front of the net, but quickly collected by Romanoff as the action continues here in Northbrook. Loyola desperately looking for 2 goals as we are at 10.5 miles left for the Trevians. I'm sure hockey players will appreciate the miles reference.
Yeah, you heard the little chuckle from me, Rudy. I know the girls down there are screaming that on the Trevian side as they gear up to protect this lead with 10 minutes left.
McAdams hopes to make it 4-1, but doesn't get enough wood on that one. But Scholl plays it deep. A little bit of a skirmish behind the net. It's the Ramblers that come away with it. And now breaking out of the zone is Kerrigan. Can she corral it? Just beyond her reach. Takes a spill, but gets it in deep. As collecting behind the net will be Romanoff. The junior defenseman quickly met by two Ramblers. And now another chance, but that time denied by the glove hand of Julia Drake.
Rudy, we see Mary Balsic come right down Main Street there with a shot in the slot. And if you're Loyola, that's what you need more of as this third period starts to wind down. Just under 10 minutes left to try and tie things up. You're going to need to create a little bit more chaos in front of Juliet Drake if you want to tie things up.
As Loyola seemed to have won the draw. Chalk it up for a win for them, but it was the Trevians that were able to get it out of the zone as puck bounces off a couple of sticks. Kelly was trying to get a shot off. Piotagorski with the extension of the stick was able to get a chip on it, and the Ramblers in their own zone will reset. Pass finds Huning. Plays it down the length of the ice, and the officials say the puck was tipped, so no icing. Now carrying it with a little bit of speed is Kiara Barr, the sophomore forward. Playing up to the forehand, takes a nasty spill. Seems to be okay. Gets up slowly, but the Ramblers hoping to capitalize. It's Piotagorski. Just a little too eager was Kerrigan, and that'll be offside.
Yeah, go ahead, Dylan. Sorry.
Sorry, Wes. I was just going to say that clock keeps ticking down. Just under 9 minutes to go. So far on the season, through 7 games, there has not been a game in which Loyola scored twice in the third period. They need that at least to tie this thing up and send it to overtime.
Thank you, Dylan, as the hill certainly looking steep for the Ramblers considering their history so far this season, but there's no better time than the present to hopefully prove everyone wrong as they have numbers here. If they can collect with speed entering the zone, it's collected, a chance, that time saved by Drake. The chance from Burkert's denied. Now entering the zone is Bowman. Spins around, passes it to the point. A shot, that one whisked away, but the rebound on the opposite end of the crease. Centering feed goes between the legs of Kerrigan. Another try from the point, saved. Rebound, another great save, but the net is dislodged.
Rudy, we see Lily Bowman slam her stick after that last attempt. 2 great saves by Juliet Drake right there with the left pad to keep things where they stand. And both goalies, we mentioned it before, we'll mention it again, both goalies playing great here tonight, and some frustrated faces for that on that Royal Rambler bench here.
Yeah, you mentioned West 2 consecutive saves. At one point, New Trier led the shots 12-5 at this stage in the game. They still have the lead, but only 17-13 as Loyola inches closer, and there's another one.
As you mentioned, Ewing had a chance. Squeezing will be Solberg, but a partial breakaway had she been able to collect that pass.
Yeah, a little of a defensive mishap there from Loyola, a little out of sorts on that. The further defenseman there has created that breakaway, but Loyola lucky to come away unscathed there as this puck's going to be dropped to the right of Solberg.
A little bit of a tie-up in the corner by the Zamboni entrance. 2 Trevians collide. Piotagorski collects, carries it behind the net. And now the breakout pass was hoping to find Belchek, but it will be icing.
A little bit too strong of the stick, but I think that's what Loyola is trying to create is some flow through the neutral zone, so expect more plays like that, just a little bit more shorthanded as the puck's coming through the neutral zone, Rudy.
Quickly before play continues, the Chicago Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series continues all winter long, featuring some of the fiercest matchups in Illinois high school hockey. Don't miss out on the action. To see game dates, times, and details, head over to blackhawks.com/amateur as Kerrigan has a breakaway. Can she tighten up the lead? It goes off the post. Does it go in? It does! Kerrigan cuts the lead in half. And the junior forward makes it 3-2.
Rudy, what speed from number 8 in maroon. Gets her team on the board. Cuts the lead in half, and there's some life on that Rambler bench here with just over 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third period.
Exactly halfway through this third period, it's Kerrigan who makes it 3-2, and the game just got interesting as for the first time this season they hope to get multiple goals in the final period. Will tonight be the night? Only one way to find out. Stick around.
Rudy, Dylan did mention that, and I was thinking what a better time for them to find those 2 goals in the third period than this rivalry game, so something to keep in mind as we go forward here.
McAdams with the puck, cuts into the slot, spins around, tries to get the shot, but it was blocked by Loyola as they get it out. And now again with speed is Kerrigan, who gets a chip on it, but she couldn't get it. Puck traveling a little too quick, but was able to hopefully get the centering feed. Will that be a tripping? Looks like it won't be. Referees letting them play. More action behind the net. It's the Trevians that are able to win possession as McAdams with speed turns around with possession, has a little space to work with, tries to go short side again. Couldn't make it a double. But the Trevians showing a little bit of that bounce back as another shot goes off of a Rambler body. The rebound still loose. Still loose. That try goes wide. As Vansalo saw a wide open net but couldn't capitalize. McAdams with another try, centering feed, intercepted by Burkerts, who turns around and getting it out was number 20, Abby Pietgorski. The Trevians play it around the boards. Puck comes loose. Loyola had it momentarily. They collect again. It's Huning. Plays it deep. Fontana in the purple helmet was able to control momentarily. Centering chance for the Ramblers. Another one, and that time denied by the freshman netminder Drake.
Rudy, great tracking by Drake there. That puck just had eyes, couldn't really find a stick for the Trevians for them to clear. Loyola finds it in the slot, and Drake able to swallow it up and keep her team ahead here 3-2 with just under 6 minutes left in the third period.
The action continues here at North Shore Ice Arena. Loyola looking for the equalizer, and the puck goes through the crease. Nobody there to cash in. Trevians break out with a little bit of room to work with is Fontana. I apologize, that's Kiera Barr. Still has it. Hoping to get a shot on net. But it gets deflected and out wide. Now at the point is Del Duquito. Tees one up, but it gets blocked, and now with numbers are the Ramblers, but a change denies the potential 3-on-2. Mulatto. That time, the shot by Lillibridge. Not much danger behind that shot. As Pagliaro collects in the neutral zone. A shot, that time right into the chest of Solberg.
And Solberg once again on top of her crease, strong, keeping her team in it. We've seen twice already, Rudy, both sides of that puck going across the crease and not finding the back of the net. We saw it with Solberg earlier, and then back down to our right with Drake. So something to keep in mind as we go forward, just the pressure that both teams are able to establish in the offensive zone.
4:40 left here in the third. 3-2 is your score. Loyola looking for the equalizer, but they have to get out of their own zone first. Kerrigan, who scored the second goal just a couple moments ago. Now 3-on-2 the other way. A shot gets blocked. There is an option in front. Almost finds Kerrigan. Donato pinches to keep it in. And now another try. Burkhardt, it's loose. Still loose behind the net. The netminder not able to squeeze. Burkhart's looking for the centering chance that time. It is covered up properly by Drake.
Great recovery by Drake there. Lost her net just a tad bit. Tried to freeze that initial attempt, and just great net front presence by Loyola there to keep that puck moving. But Drake able to slide over, grab the puck, freeze it down, and get a whistle.
Guys, Loyola is hungry. They are leading shots on goal here in the third period, 9-6. New Trier with the lead in the game, 22-19 at this stage.
A very even match, one of those games that could really go either way. Just a game of inches, this sport of hockey, as it was the nice attempt by McAdams that really separated this team so far. Stewart backhands it into the Ramblers zone. Picked up by Benson. Didn't have a whole lot of options, was trying to play it off the boards. Burkhartz collects, has Kerrigan streaking. Potential breakaway if she can collect. She couldn't. Has to play it outside the zone. As Bowman gets the puck, another breakout chance for the Ramblers. Again, it's Burkhartz who shoots one, that time from just next to the deep slot. Now it's Donato who backhands it deep, hoping to retain possession. Was Burkhartz, but the Trevians prevail. Schuster with the pass just behind her reach. Ewing has to collect, and now she walks in, shoots one. That one goes wide. Loyola looking to break out. It's the captain, Donato. Was looking for the other captain, Belsic. Hops over her stick. Now the Trevians try to break out themselves, but the pass was intercepted by Huning. The New Trier able to carry it through the neutral zone and into their own zone, or the offensive zone. Piotgorski couldn't control that pass. Kelly pinching a bit, got a touch, and Scholl drops her gloves and her stick as we will get a whistle for offsides.
Rudy, it's coming down to crunch time. 2:22 left here in the third. I'm looking down to that Loyola net, expecting Solberg to come out at some point here in the next 20 to 30 seconds. That once Loyola gets some sustained pressure in the offensive zone, get that sixth attacker out there, create a little bit more chaos in front of the netminder Drake for the Trevians.
Both teams incredibly young, as Loyola boasts 9 underclassmen and New Trier with 12. But so far, both teams playing with plenty of experience and skill as we approach the 2-minute mark in regulation. Kerrigan there, but the puck finds McAdams. Tries to change the angle, and a great shot denied by Solberg. As Burkhartz has to pass it, was feeling the pressure of the Trevians. Now Kelly will carry it past center ice. Hopes to use his size to her advantage, and she does. Cuts to the backhand, and the shot just goes wide. Another grade A opportunities for the Ramblers as they hope to equalize, as Solberg was peeking up, looking at the bench. 1:30 left. Loyola looking to get it out of their own zone. Kelly steers it with the backhand along the boards. Was hoping to find Bowman. Now Maxud plays it behind the net again along the boards. Kelly chips it out. Burkhartz was there, had space if she could collect. And it's Solberg that has to play it out to Maxud Kelly now. Officially in the final minute of regulation, it will not be called icing. Coming up with the puck is Ewing, who dumps it in deep. Loyola now in desperation mode, looking to equalize. But it's New Trier who's so far getting the better of them, not allowing them to break out properly, and the errant pass will be collected by Schuster. The net is empty for the Ramblers. One more chance, 25 seconds. Piotgorski hopes to get a stick on it. Centering feed, played out into the slot, but it's collected by New Trier. Now Ewing, hoping to close the game out, collects the wide open net, but it just goes wide. Now it's Barr. Gets the puck taken away, 5 seconds left in the game. New Trier is going to win, but it's called offsides with 1.1 seconds left in regulation.
Rudy, Loyola just never able to get any sustained pressure in the offensive zone there. New Trier with some great defensive plays to get the puck out and ultimately seal this game as there's 1 second left on the clock.
1 second will just about do it. Puck dropped as a formality. The clock will expire, and the New Trier Trevians make it 6 wins in a row across all competitions, and they win the first edition of the Rivalry Series presented by the Chicago Blackhawks.
And Rudy, what a game. Both teams, just a lot of jam, great energy. great pace, and ultimately it's the goal by McAdams, which ends up being the winner and gives New Trier the win here in rivalry night.
The story of the game was the second period offense of the Trevians that led them into the third period up by 2. It was 3-1. The Ramblers with a very honorable push, but they weren't able to cash in that equalizer, but they had plenty of chances to do so. Yeah,
Dylan mentioned it, how quickly the shot lead would change here tonight, and both teams having their fair share of opportunities on both ends of the ice. And both goalies played great as they dap up here. We see Juliet Drake give some love to the officials, and just what a game, Rudy.
Women's hockey is certainly in a fantastic place. The game only growing. We all love to see the growth of our sport, and that is on full display here in the wonderful North Shore Ice Arena, and for all of you to see here in Illinois. Again, your final score 3-2. We now toss things down to ice level. Jenna Rose with the winning coach.
Coach, congratulations on this win. We know it was only an exhibition game, but you could feel that both teams were leaving it out on the ice. What impressed you the most about your team's performance?
I think both teams really took pride in the game, right? That's really what comes out when you have a showcase game like this, is the pride they have, the school spirit they have, and all of their ability.
Well, what goes hand in hand with the rivalries is that each time these teams play each other, they make each other better. How are you going to take these takeaways and apply them to games that will start to count on paper?
Yeah, for sure, right? I mean, we both came out of the seeding round. We finished 4-1. We're looking forward to a strong second half of the season. And, we've got a lot of good players. They do too. And we're ready to have a great regular season.
Well, we're excited to watch, and I know it's a school night, so we want you to go celebrate and make sure that everyone goes home safe. Coach, congratulations, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Jenna. The Chicago Blackhawks and J&M Media, thank you for watching tonight's rivalry series game between the New Trier Trevians and the Loyola Ramblers. Please tune in to our next rivalry series event on November 18th, featuring Glenbard and Wheaton West. On behalf of our fantastic team, a big thanks to the Chicago Blackhawks team of Andrea Hand, Greg Tam, and Andy Pape. And for our fantastic crew, the PA, Jay Cabrera, our cameraman, Matt Freeman, our technical director, as always, Jimmy the Wiz Olsen, and of course for our broadcasting team of Jenna Rose down at ringside, Dylan Ward at sideline. Along to my left is Wes Anderson. I've been your guy, Rudy Hodgson. Join us next time. Thank you for tuning in here for the Chicago Blackhawks Rivalry Series. We'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your evening.